In this video, I'm going to break down for you why running social media advertising campaigns is the best way to promote your music and to grow your fan base in 2024. First, let's go over some of the other methods that are available and are realistically affordable to an independent musician. Of course, the first thing anyone ever asks about is Spotify playlisting campaigns. And for the love of God, please stop throwing money away on that nonsense. If we were to look at a typical Spotify playlisting campaign, this one right here is a very typical example. You see these huge spikes of listeners, 300 plus, sometimes 1,000, and you think, wow, that's amazing, fantastic. But then you start to dig in a little bit deeper, and you look at the followers. On the same day, 300 plus listeners, but not one of them decided to follow you. And then you look at the save numbers, and you're like, well, okay, 300 plus listeners, but the saves didn't spike the same way. That's kind of weird, right? Playlist ads, there's no spike. Best case scenario is that these are real listeners and they're just passively listening to that particular playlist. They may be driving, working out, studying, cooking, walking their dog. Whatever it might be, they're not engaging with the individual song or the individual artist. They are just listening to that particular playlist. Worst case scenario is that it's a total scam. And it's not like this costs $50 or $100. These kinds of campaigns, they cost thousands. I can go on and on about the downfalls of Spotify playlist campaigns, how you can't retarget anyone, how you can ruin your Spotify data and numbers. It boils down to this: there is no long-term benefit in spending money on Spotify playlist campaigns. Number two is PR campaigns. A lot of artists are like, oh, I have an album coming out, maybe I should hire a PR company to get some placements and, create some hype and some buzz around the release. But what ends up happening is this: you spend anywhere between $1,000 and $3,000, and you do get placed on some crappy online music blog that has very little organic traffic. And if you start reading it, you'll notice that there's all kinds of artists from all genres and all countries. Very few of them would be relevant to you. So if you're an actual reader reading that blog, why would I want to read a review about a hip-hop artist when I'm a rock fan? Very few people get their new music recommendations from some crappy online blog, unless it's the Billboard or NME or the Rolling Stone. Let's do the best case scenario. You contact a reputable PR company, which will cost a few $1,000s because it's reputable. They get you placements in very relevant publications with high organic traffic of potential fans of your genre. So your album comes out and you see a bump in engagement, as you should, in terms of streams and followers, subscribers. But can you directly correlate this bump with the PR campaign that you just ran? You just released a new album or song or whatever it is. If you've done any kind of marketing plan or promotion, you should see a bump in engagement and followers anyway. Can you retarget the people that just read the article but didn't click the button? Can you retarget the people that clicked the button and went to your Spotify profile and followed you? Can you actually put any tangible numbers and statistics and metrics on this PR campaign? What was the cost per follower? What was the cost per stream, per save, per whatever? This is all very debatable, and this is the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is there is no bump in engagement, the article looks terrible, there is very little organic website traffic on that blog, and the article itself just looks like someone went onto your website, copy-pasted your bio, and stuck it onto the article. I've seen it so many times, and I've been there myself. It hurts. You can do all of this for much less by just going on Fiverr and ordering a whole bunch of junk articles written about yourself, and I swear half the PR companies, probably that's what they do. Speaking of Fiverr, do not go on Fiverr and buy Instagram followers or Spotify followers or streams or playlist promotion. It's literally a scam. These are the main things that artists try to promote themselves with, and they are expensive, fraught with scams, and very questionable results. So then what do we have left? There's social media advertising. There's Meta, which is Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. With Meta, you can run ads that grow your Spotify profile by sending qualified traffic from Instagram directly to your Spotify profile. You can target people by similar artists or genres. You can select relevant age range and countries. You can retarget people that clicked on your ad or haven't clicked on your ad but watched all of it. You can create lookalike audiences. You can select people that have visited your Instagram profile or your website in the last year. And guess what? This actually grows your audience on Spotify. You will see song saves, playlist ads, new followers, as well as the streams and listens, obviously. You can run campaigns to sell merch, to grow your email list, to sell live show tickets, and guess what? It's actually only a fraction of the cost of what you would pay for a PR campaign or a playlist campaign. I hope that I have convinced you, especially if you're at the beginning of your journey, if you haven't spent that much money on marketing, that Spotify playlists and PR campaigns are expensive and pointless. Social media advertising is the way to go. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Bulat, and I'm the CEO and founder of Nala Records.